And the Yellow Jackets will put it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Louisville's offense will get first crack at it today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And
here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Boy, coaches watch tape all week, and they get so excited. First play, let's make a statement. This offense tries to come out and throw it under the lights, all the excitement. And what do? They forget to protect their quarterback, and they give up a sack on the first play.
And the Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll try the run. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the grab. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And big pass plays like that are the product of an offensive line doing a great job in pass protection. That quarterback cannot read the coverage and get the football out of his hands to the open receiver unless he has time. So give this offensive line tons of credit up front for communicating and not giving up any ground. They are being so physical.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. There he goes. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted. Took his shot. He is in a groove.
He's got it on the move. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. This is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Takes the handoff. It's Hawkins. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Cardinals trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Into the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
Hold on.
That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got
first drive by the offense. Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that looked like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Yellow Jackets offense headed onto the field. I will first look at them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day, and I think
he's loose. He's inside the 40. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Taking a step in was right to the house.
This offense is so good, and they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. With the last drive in for a touchdown, they'll try to do it again on this one. Off the play, they go first down, off the throw. They get enough push, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback really has to sell the fake. You can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Cardinals have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now in this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And just when you think you've seen every move, he's got another one, and he's out to the 40.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. The screen, he's got wheels. Tackle is made at the 38. Let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. The Cardinals will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
That's reeled in. It's cracked. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Bobo. He'll off one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 10.
Well, in that kind of situation, in that field position on their own side of the field, 3rd and short, defense was definitely thinking run. Instead, they throw the football, they catch him off guard. It's an explosive play, now setting up 1st and goal.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. A first down run in the red zone. And they'll race it down. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Western Kentucky is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These toppers have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Hey, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting them on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Under fire. Zings it complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with that play.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this this offensive line is playing.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time and took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The give to the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
In these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
Looking to take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes at the ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The run to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Off play action. Throwing right. He's got an open man. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
And on defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
On the run, it's Wiggins. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the fly motion. It's a run head to the goal. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And they add 6 more to the red trip to the house. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to pay.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop. But who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Snagged out of the air. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
He'll pull it on the read. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Cardinals are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
Cardinals decide to punt it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is lining up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Bobo. Going for the big play. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fellow, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Kingsbury. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll move the tight end. The run from the shotgun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cardinals come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. After 40, there he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And the Cardinals will line it up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Going to work on 2nd down. The red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Rides the back and leads it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on the floor.
And it's no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw, it's Bobo. Under fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Atlanta. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. The missed 51-yard field goal now gives this offense good starting field position at its own 34. They'll open the second half with a run.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Right back to the well. Down up for the first down. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Got the quick pass. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Looking downfield, it's Bobo. Finds his big tight end. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Makes it outside. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that everywhere. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Fires to the big fella. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And this offense just must find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Kingsbury. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback going straight.
And the Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
The Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff is
going to take a shot. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Dropping back, it's Bobo. Oh, they're after him. Ball's in the deep ball. He's into the open down the middle. The tag. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And once he found open space, the man might as well stop playing.
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play. And you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here we go, here we go. Handoff from the gun. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Fires to the tight end. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative. Whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Active hands from the defense, forcing that incomplete pass.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how different guys get involved too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
To the air, it's Bobo. Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on.
Hold on. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but left some points off the scoreboard there.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
Caught, and he's forced to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Find some fresh air. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The give out of the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Got him downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle.
42 Spiders. 42 Spiders.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later into the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing it.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressure. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you.
And they are in for the score here late in the 4th quarter.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game hand.
Oh, he's got some space. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds a tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominant. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed.
Thanks so much for spending some time